I think you have to be, particularly on those films, you have to be very aware of what you can do in visual effects and have a very good working knowledge of how that world works. I mean, it's continually evolving, but it's very much in the last 10 years where visual effects have become a bigger and bigger department and a bigger, you know, what you can do, and the technology is advancing so quickly. And that relationship between cinematographer and visual effects supervisor on set is a key relationship now that needs to work. Just like it needs to work with your production designer and your director. You know, and at first it was difficult because you were kind of butting heads a little bit, you know, because some of the desires you had as a cinematographer were counterproductive to visual effects. Like, oh, I want to put flare and I want to put a load of smoke and atmosphere, and they're like, oh, we can't get. So you have to work out a working relationship with that person. Do I get involved with shots that are entirely visual effects? Only conceptually. Not technically, but conceptually, there'll be a discussion about what that shot is and what it should look like. And usually those shots are dictated to from the principal photography. So say you've got your group in a spaceship and you've done work around the cockpit of the spaceship and stuff like that. You know, before I'm doing that, there is concept. I need to know what's outside. What's the world they're in? Because otherwise, how do I light it? You know, what's the light source? So there'll be concept work for that environment. I will then light them, my interpretation of what that environment would do, likewise, and then they build on that. So there's always an initial commitment, which, I mean, in my mind, it's always best when the outcome is dictated to by the principal photography. That's what you try and build in. And I try and build that in with second units as well when I work, is that if second unit are going to shoot a sequence, I've already established what that sequence looks like and what it is by first unit being there and having shot something. And the same applies to visual effects. It's always good to have established what that world is and say, right, that's what we're doing. Now you're doing the big wide establishing shot, but this is what it's got to be. Still, my favourite part is where you just have a couple of really good actors or actresses in a room with a great bit of well-written script and a good director, and working that scene and making a scene into something. That's still the best part, really.
Drawn from other dimensions of the multiverse?
I mean, all the bells and whistles and the big action fight sequences, I could take or leave them, really.
Stop!
But really, filmmaking is about story and character, you know, and I think it still is. Even you know, the successful films are those big effects, or the Marvel movies are the ones built around a great central character or characters. You know, if you look at the first Iron Man, the reason that worked is you had Robert Downey as Tony Stark, who's this enigmatic kind of interesting character, and the best bits of the film are all the bits that are about that.
I'm allowed to have plans on my birthday.
It's your birthday.
Yes.
I knew that. Already? Yeah, I can fly.
That's the best parts of them, all the big third act battle sequences. I've seen so many of them. You could, oh, there we go. Yeah, another big third act. Difficult. That concerns me. I don't think it'll affect me in my lifetime, but you know, I've been on sets recently which are completely. I discussed a film earlier on, which I'm not doing, but it was completely it's all going to be virtual. You know, and that concerns me. You know, it concerns me that you're going to end up in a green box with a lot of witness cameras. Maybe not even actors walking about playing the scene, and then they're going to build the set, the lighting. All of it will be built later on a computer. That would be a concern. Let's hope fucking not.